Professor Carol Sikora, former director of the WHO, just said the coronavirus could die out of its own accord. Well, I was shocked when I heard that, but not really, considering that Professor Ben Israel said that on the 23rd of April under a number of publications. Britain, by the way, just went on full lockdown about the 16th of March, so it was about 7 days after that. He stated clearly it's a 70-day virus. It dies out of its own accord after 70 days. And that's what everyone knows. Let's look at any country you want. Germany, France, England, Sweden, and more further down the line, Israel. They haven't had a single case in 5 days. Now let's take Israel. They haven't had one case, forget a death. One case in 5 days. Okay. Let's take Israel, rated one of the best in the world. So they still have their schools on lockdown. People are not allowed to go to work as normal. Masks have to be worn compulsory on the streets, or else you get a $60 fine. That is the reality we're living in a case where, I'm sorry to say it, but it is less than the flu. The flu lasts forever. The flu lasts in the summer, flu lasts in the autumn, flu lasts wherever you want. This dies out naturally after 70 days. And I'm going to talk about who the people they've killed. 90% are above 70. I think it's 85 actually in Britain, 97% in Israel. Just beyond retarded how this thing. Half of the deaths in Sweden are from care homes. We can go on and go on how ridiculous this disease is. It's not real. It's a horrible disease. Don't get me wrong. Horrible disease to anyone suffer. Much worse than the flu. But it's not as deadly. Anyway. Was it worth doing the lockdown? Every single big economist I've seen, from Allianz, Mohammed Al-Arian, we're looking at Ray Dalio, we're looking at Elon Musk is going mental. He reopened his own factory in California against the laws of the state because he knows it's such a load of rubbish. No one arrested anyone. No one was put down. But he said, I've had enough of this. I'm reopening a factory of thousands of people because that's how much of a stupidity it is. That is what we're dealing with, that people have to take their own human rights and just go out and force the people. I've never worn a mask on the street, even though we're required to around here. And I refuse to do it, never been stopped. I've had 5 police cars come by me. I will never wear the mask. You'll never see me wear a mask. It's the most stupid, retarded law. The whole thing is a joke. The lockdown did not save anyone. Let's go with Professor Ben Israel. Now, people are going to say, but the lockdown saved so many people. Really? You're having a lockdown in Britain? Let's look at your lockdown. You let in 150,000 people from everywhere in the world, no fever check, even a minor. It's a joke anyway. Let's do the fever check. Use nothing, not done. Masks, forget it. Nothing done in Britain, all allowed to come in. Let's see the public places. Completely allowed, no masks. Highest hiking in the Lake District for about 20 years. It's a joke. If Britain was to say they're in lockdown, it's like saying they were in austerity for the last 10 years. They weren't in austerity, they're not in a lockdown. Worse, let's look at Israel. As I said, a very tough $60 fine if you're not wearing a mask. Schools are closed, but 5 days, no cases. Let's see what they're up to.
הקורונה בישראל, איפה אני לא יודעת, תסתכלו מה הולך בים היום.
And that's what I'm saying. It's a fake joke. It's beyond belief. We have to stop it today. Every other day is costing us billions of dollars. Enough is enough.